Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about one of the busiest weeks of the year, also one of the last weeks of the year. So, Monday, we have the planet Mercury, the planet of communication, how we gather and process information, creating a trine, like a triangle, aspect or relationship to the planet Jupiter, which means that if we think it, we can create it. We will have extra help. We'll have extra luck, extra blessings. Think outside the box because there is help for you and there are ahas you cannot imagine. Then on Wednesday, we've got Venus, the planet of relationships, the planet of balance and harmony and healing and even money, and the planet of women will be in opposition to the planet Uranus. Venus, Uranus, opposition. Well, whenever any planet, personal planet especially, is in any relationship with the planet Uranus, everything is up for grabs. That means we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how it's going to happen. We don't know when it's going to happen. The only thing we can be certain of is that something is going to happen. In this case, the something is connected to the planet Venus. And so there will be quirky desires, quirky ideas about how to make things happen for you. There are going to be quirky notions about the value of things or quirky notions about your value with things. So what I want you to do during this Venus opposition Uranus perspective or phase, which even though it starts on Wednesday, it's already begun and it's picking up steam and it's going to go to the end of the week. So what you would really benefit from doing is take a look at what makes you unique. If you don't start off in a positive manner with Venus doing anything with Uranus, you can wind up in some gnarly places. So get out in front of it. What makes you unique? Not why am I weird? Why am I different? Why don't people accept me as I am? None of that stuff. What makes me unique? Because Venus is also self-value. So you're going to get an opportunity to examine yourself and to see what your value is in your world and in the world. On Thursday, we have a once-a-year happening. And so that once-a-year happening is the winter solstice. Thursday, December 21st, the sun goes into the sign Capricorn. It leaves carefree, buoyant Sagittarius, and it goes into steady, foundation-based, structure-oriented, the rules are the rules, Capricorn. So the winter solstice, which is the shortest day of the year for us in the northern hemisphere, and if you're below the equator, the longest day of the year, and in that case it's called the summer solstice. This day is very special. This is a day in olden times we celebrated the life force coming into being, the life force providing us with what we need in order to nurture the plants and the roots that are still underground in this so-called dormant phase of winter. So a great idea to celebrate in some way. Do you have a favorite movie? Do you have a favorite beverage? Do you have a favorite person you like to hang out with? Do that. Perhaps you're the favorite person. Hang out with yourself. Do something that commemorates this day and makes it special for you. Then we have on Friday, the sun, the life force planet, together with Mercury, the intellect, communication, how we gather and process information. Together, the sun, Mercury, together. And when they work together, Mercury is empowered by the force of the sun. So if you've got some great ideas, remember we started the week out with Mercury trine Jupiter. Think outside the box. You'll be lucky. They'll be help for you. Well, now we're at Sun conjunct Mercury, together with Mercury. Your thinking outside the box can definitely pay off. Put your all into it. Know that what you've got to do is call on yourself on a higher level, call on a higher power, and call on some other people. This is a time when your thinking outside the box is really going to help. Then on Sunday, we have the sun making what we call a sextile to Saturn. A sextile aspect is a work aspect. It's an opportunity aspect. So the sun, the life force, the ego, the heart, the will are there. That is all together in a, if you take the opportunity, you will have something that will appear, because the sun is sextile Saturn, and Saturn is what is solid, what is profitable. Saturn is discipline, Saturn is structure and foundation. So if you take your ego and your will and your heart, because the sun rules the heart as well, and you are thinking outside the box, Mercury, great things can happen. So whether your project is huge or small, if it's important to you, think outside the box. And also on Sunday, we've got Mars, how we take action, how we get things done. Mars in a triangular aspect to not a planet, but to the North Node. There are things we need to do to make ourselves better people. There are things we need to change, or ways we need to operate to work at our very best and to provide for ourselves as well as our communities the very best. This is an excellent day, Sunday, to be thinking in terms of, how can I make this better? What can I do to enhance not only my situation, but the situation of those in my community? Remember that you've got Mars, how to get things done, together with trine. That's a very lucky aspect. Trine, the North Node. And the North Node is really what we're here to do. We have several planets and several points that will tell us what we're here to do. And the North Node is one of the most important. So look at what you can do that would benefit everyone, including yourself, and then by Sunday, begin doing it. Remember, what you've got is carte blanche right now. Think outside the box. The guides and the gods are working with you. On that note, I say have a great weekend, and I will see you, great week rather. I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.